Ever wondered about the dark side of Sigma INFJs, the rarest personality type? Well, let me tell you, they're a fascinating bunch. They're intelligent, adaptable, charming, but they've got a shadow side that's just as intriguing. Just like everyone else, they've got their own set of vices. And these aren't your garden variety flaws either. These are traits that could make you rethink everything you thought you knew about Sigma INFJs. Intrigued? Stay tuned as we delve into the 10 dark traits of Sigma INFJs. Firstly, Sigma INFJs can be true masters of deception. Now, that's a statement that may rattle your perception of them. They're often seen as the quiet, introspective types, right? But let's not forget their keen intellect and deep understanding of human nature. Imagine a chess player always planning several moves ahead. That's a Sigma INFJ in a social setting. They can anticipate reactions, manipulate situations, even steer conversations to their advantage. Let's consider an example. Suppose a Sigma INFJ wants to avoid an uncomfortable topic. They might subtly divert the conversation, leading others down a different path without them even realizing it. It's not always for nefarious purposes, though. Sometimes it's merely a survival strategy in a world that can be overwhelmingly loud and chaotic. But when used for personal gain, it's a tactic that's as effective as it is invisible. In the hands of a Sigma INFJ, deception becomes an art. Next up, we have the Sigma INFJs playing the victim card. Now this is an intriguing maneuver. You see, Sigma INFJs have a knack for portraying themselves as the underdog, the oppressed, the one who's been wronged. And they do it so well, it's almost like watching an Oscar-worthy performance. But why? Well, it's all part of their master plan. When they play the victim, they're essentially opening a back door to your sympathy. They know that people are naturally inclined to help those in distress. And they use this to their advantage. Imagine a Sigma INFJ colleague who always seems to be juggling too many tasks, always on the brink of breaking down, yet never refusing work. Sounds like a team player, right? But in reality, they're strategically setting up a narrative that would make it impossible for you to say no when they ask for a favor. The Sigma INFJ knows just how to tug at heartstrings. Sigma INFJs are chameleons, adapting effortlessly to any situation. This trait may sound admirable, but hold on a minute. Picture this, a Sigma INFJ walking into a room, scanning the environment, and almost instantaneously, they blend in. They mold their personality, their interests, their demeanor, all to match the vibe. It's like they have a knack for becoming the person you'd least suspect of any ulterior motives. Remember, we're dealing with an incredibly intelligent personality type here. They can pick up on subtle cues and adjust their behavior accordingly, making them a social chameleon. But why? It's simple. To manipulate, to control, to steer the situation in a direction that suits them best. For instance, they might be the life of the party when they're around a lively crowd, only to morph into a reserved intellectual in an academic setting. All in a day's work for our adaptable Sigma INFJ. The Sigma INFJ can blend in anywhere, with anyone. Charm and charisma are powerful weapons in the Sigma INFJ's arsenal. These individuals are masters of the social game, using their charismatic allure to sway others in their favor. Picture this. You're in a group discussion, there's a disagreement brewing. Suddenly, the Sigma INFJ steps in. They're not loud or forceful. Instead, they captivate the room with their charm, subtly steering the conversation in the direction they desire. This charm isn't just for show. Sigma INFJs have an uncanny ability to make others feel special, feel understood. This connection they build is intoxicating, making it easy for them to sway opinions, manipulate outcomes. It's a chess game, and they're the grandmasters, always thinking several moves ahead. But remember, it's not all doom and gloom. This charm can be used positively, to mediate conflicts or inspire change. Just be aware, it can also be a tool for manipulation. Beware of the Sigma INFJ's captivating charm. Sigma INFJs are masters of secrets, often hiding their true intentions. Now, this isn't because they're up to something sinister. Instead, it's due to their deeply introspective nature and their need to protect their inner world. But this secretive behavior can sometimes lead to mistrust. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're interacting with a Sigma INFJ, and you get the sense they're holding something back. It's not your imagination. They're likely keeping their cards close to their chest, not out of malice, but as a form of self-preservation. This tendency to withhold information can be bewildering and frustrating to those around them. It can make people question their motives, ask, what are they hiding? It's a complex dance of trust and disclosure that can strain relationships. It's not all cloak and dagger though. They can also use this trait to their advantage, creating an air of mystery that draws people in. But remember, with a Sigma INFJ, there's always more than meets the eye. Ever felt like reality is being twisted around you? You might be dealing with a Sigma INFJ gaslighter. These individuals have a knack for making you doubt your own perceptions. They're like puppeteers, pulling the strings of your reality, bending it to their will. With their intelligent minds, they're able to subtly manipulate situations in such a way that leaves you questioning what's real and what's not. For instance, imagine you've had a disagreement with a Sigma INFJ. They might spin the narrative, making you believe that your memory of the event is flawed or that you're overreacting. They're so convincing that you might actually start to believe them. It's a cunning tactic, and it gives them control over the situation. This gaslighting can leave you feeling lost, confused, and questioning your own sanity. But remember, it's not you, it's them. Sigma INFJs can make you question your own sanity. Beneath the charm, there might lurk a Sigma INFJ narcissist. Now that's a statement that might give you a bit of a start. You see, Sigma INFJs are often very charming individuals, but beneath that charm, there's often a tendency towards narcissism. It's not always malevolent, but it's there. They use their charm and charisma to gain admiration and attention, and who can blame them? We all enjoy a bit of flattery now and then, but where it becomes a problem is when they start using this admiration to manipulate others. A Sigma INFJ might use their popularity to sway opinions, or to get people to do things they might not otherwise do. For example, a Sigma INFJ could use their charm to convince a friend to lend them money, or to get out of a sticky situation. They might not even realize they're doing it, but that doesn't make it any less manipulative. Sigma INFJs can turn admiration into a dangerous game. Playing both sides of the fence is a game Sigma INFJs know all too well. This is where their charismatic charm comes into play. They have the uncanny ability to gain trust from different parties, making them feel understood and valued. But it's not always about building bridges. Sometimes it's about personal gain. Think of it like chess. Sigma INFJs are masters of the game, always thinking several moves ahead. They may align themselves with one group while subtly working with another. This double agent behavior allows them to influence situations to their advantage. For instance, in a workplace setting, they might appear to be a team player, but behind the scenes they're gathering information, positioning themselves for a promotion or a raise. This isn't about good or evil, it's about strategy. It's about survival in a complex world. But it does make you wonder, doesn't it? With Sigma INFJs, it's hard to tell whose side they're really on. Sigma INFJs can be the enemy you never see coming. These individuals are masters at concealing their true intentions. They're like an enigmatic riddle, always a step ahead in the game of manipulation. They can be working against you while you're completely oblivious to their tactics. Imagine this. You're working on a project with a Sigma INFJ and they seem to be the most supportive teammate, but behind the scenes they could be subtly steering the project in a direction that benefits them the most. They might be feeding you half-truths or omitting crucial details, leading you down a path you didn't intend to tread. Or consider a friendship where you feel an imbalance. You might be pouring your heart out, sharing your deepest secrets, while they remain an impenetrable fortress. They expertly maintain a facade of openness while retaining their own secrets. In essence, Sigma INFJs can be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Finally, we have the Sigma INFJ, the Master of Deflection. This character trait, my friends, is a real game changer. Picture this. A situation gets sticky, questions start flying, and accountability is the hot potato no one wants to hold. Who do you think steps up? Not the Sigma INFJ, that's for sure. They are the Houdini of social situations, deftly sidestepping confrontation with a charm that's as beguiling as it is baffling. Let's say they've been caught out on a mistake at work. Instead of owning up, they might spin a tale so captivating you forget what they were supposed to be accountable for in the first place. Or they might subtly shift the focus onto someone else. Their deflection as smooth as a magician's sleight of hand. In the grand theatre of life, The Sigma INFJ is not just a player, but a skilled director, steering the spotlight away from themselves with practiced ease. The Sigma INFJ knows how to dodge responsibility like a pro,